National Planning Authority says its COVID-19 model projections have been 95 to 97% accurate since the beginning of the year. This weekly projection is termed as significant since it comes days before the president's awaited speech on the COVID-19 pandemic. In their analysis, members of the authority's medical unit state that even though it's too early to categorically say that there shall be a third COVID-19 wave, at the moment there is still no imminent threat of a third wave. However, they add the projected numbers for the 2 weeks, which average about 320 new cases per day, is still significantly high and can quickly surge into a third wave if not well handled in terms of easing the restrictions. Thus, the planners have given government a likely outcome for each of the 3 scenarios. Fully open up and the economy will be revived. But within 28 days, new cases will average about 500 new infections per day or up to 2,000 per week, and that will take the country into a third wave. Scenario 2, do not open at all, and cases will continue to reduce to about 30 new infections per day and just 246 per week. But this will have dire consequences on the economy, which is already suffering. And the last, open partially, allow movement within districts and Kampala region, and limit inter-district movement to only cargo. If you do this, the planners say, you will have cases first shoot up, and then in weeks, they will drop to averagely about 60 new infections per day, and about 400 new infections per week. This, they say, will revive the suffering economy and is regarded as the National Planning Authority's preference.
And we are just proposing no inbound and outbound private and public vehicles. But within the location, you allow public people to move. You do not open schools, you do not open churches, you do not allow big gatherings. You continue with SOPs and vaccination. Cases will rise in the first 2 weeks because now people are free. But then the assumption is that we will manage those cases within the locality.
Explaining the figures, Authority Executive Director Dr. Joseph Muhumuza says government needs to have a conversation with the business community, landlords and the banks to create a smooth environment in case it opens, something that the president only promised during the first lockdown.
Yes, there should be such a debate because, frankly, I'm looking at the numbers. Purchasing Managers Index in May 2021, it was 56%. What are you seeing now? 34%. That is worrying. If purchases are not happening in the country, you have a serious problem of aggregate demand.
As Ugandans prepare for the end of the lockdown with a view of reopening the economy, we sought Dr. Muhumuza's advice for any Ugandans who may be seeking to invest in uncertain times like these when new lockdowns cannot be ruled out.
As your financial advisor, of course, the best investment for anybody to make is in value addition in this country, Uganda. You know, whether there is COVID or not, people are consuming. And then people should also know that bonds are not doing badly.
NPA will present this document before the president and his team for consideration ahead of his speech on Saturday. It is not yet clear which of the 3 options will be taken by government, but health experts and the Minister of Information and National Guidance have indicated that opening fully should not be expected. So maybe, just maybe, as it looks, it will be partial opening. Muhumuza, NTV.